Hey guys, happy Tuesday evening. I had to do this live tonight to all my network marketing and entrepreneur friends. I connected with the gentleman that I'm going to have on here tonight on in a group that we're in, an entrepreneur group, and we were going back and forth. He appeared on one of my lives yesterday, and after connecting with him, realized that he was 15 years old. He's a sophomore in high school. A sophomore in high school. And I mean, if anyone is going to be inspired, I want to hear from someone at 15 years old that has started their own business. Because I think everyone, what's up, Thomas? All right, let me see if I can snag you on here. Let's see. All right, it's not allowing me to add. Let's see. All right. Let me go back. Let's see. Nothing yet. All right. Now see if you can. Well, if anyone's on here, please say hi and where you're coming in from. So I know that you guys. There we go. Hold on for 1 second. Let's see if I can bring them on. Not yet. All right. So I see you waving, Thomas. This is part of technology. So it's not allowing me to do it yet. Hi, Janny. Thomas, make sure again that you're on your phone and not your computer, because I can see that Janny is actually on her phone and Liz is on her phone. So just make sure that you're on your and see if you can request. Yep, I'm on my phone. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. I want to invite. Wait, I think we're good. All right, go. Perfect. It should be adding you in a second. So again, for those that, Thomas and I just spoke today. Thomas!
Hey man, can you see me?
I can see you perfectly. Can you see me?
Awesome. Yeah.
So, people might pop on now. They might pop on the replay. So I appreciate you, taking the time to pop on tonight. And so the big thing that I wanted to get out of this, everyone, if you can, either now or on the replay, you need to say hi to this gentleman. He's 15 years old. I'm going to say it again. He is 15 years old, and he has already started his own marketing company. He's a sophomore in high school. So I don't like doing the storytelling. I want the other person to obviously tell that story. So Thomas, if you could share with the audience a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what really piqued your interest in owning your own business and starting your own business at 15, and where do you see it in the next couple of years?
Yeah, so like you said, my name is Thomas and I'm 15. I'm located in Raleigh, North Carolina, kind of in that area. And, you're asking what kind of motivated me to do this. And really, it was a couple years back, I started actually helping out my dad with, websites on ClickFunnels and Facebook ads. I figured that I could go and help a lot more people and, I could impact a lot more other people's lives and, kind of help them, like I was telling you earlier, to compete with the bigger companies and all that. And so that's why I like doing it. But Money wise, I see this business doing pretty well, or I hope to see it doing pretty well. But I also want to see it help a lot of people, and kind of expand it in both areas.
So, that's amazing. I mean, I could technically be your dad. I'm going to be 40 in April, and I've been an entrepreneur since I was 18, and there's a lot of people on here that obviously could also be your parents. With you're growing up in a very interesting time right now where um, business is driven by social media and online and all of these things. That's what you're growing up with right now. I remember when I was a freshman in college in
Mhm.
1997, I didn't even have a cell phone yet. And, obviously, I'm sure you've had a cell phone for a couple of years now. So, what can you share with, people my age, a little bit younger, and a little bit older? What can you share about growing up in this day and age, the possibilities that we have? When I was 15, there was no opportunity for me to start a marketing firm. So, for all those people out there that are lacking motivation and inspiration, what can you share with them what you're experiencing growing up right now?
Yeah, man. I mean, right now there's a big boom for marketing agencies, and I kind of got into it before all of that, but I mean, there's so many opportunities. I mean, they're really endless. You just gotta go out there and kind of try it. You're never gonna learn if you like it or not if you don't give it a try, and you're really never gonna learn if you don't fail a couple times. I know, I've created some ads that don't work or some landing pages that don't work, and yeah, it sucks, but you learn from it. You know what to do, what not to do next time, and what to do, and I think that's a big part of what people nowadays are scared of is they're scared of failing and they're scared of, not getting the results they want. But that's all about this market. That's all about this job. And I know for I'm not as a fact, but I'm sure you have done some stuff that doesn't work for you and you learn from it. And I mean, that's really the most valuable thing you can do is learn from your mistakes. And a lot of people say it, but so many people don't do it. You just gotta kind of put yourself out there. Just throw yourself out there and just start doing it. Get your name out there. Provide some value to people in Facebook groups. I mean, whatever you can, whatever you're comfortable with, just do it, and then just keep going, keep pushing yourself.
That's awesome. I mean, you're blowing me away right now. Um, when I was 15, I was playing sports and doing whatever. Not saying you don't do that. Um, why entrepreneurship? Why at 15 are you going the entrepreneurial route instead of the traditional route that most people go, which is, you know, going to high school, going to college, getting a degree, getting a job, working for someone for 30 years. What is it about entrepreneurship that has really lit that fire for you?
So, really since day one, I've always kind of just wanted to work for myself, and I know that nowadays that's so hard to do because some people are scared of doing it, some people don't know how to do it, and there's so many people out there saying that they'll teach you how, and so many of them just it doesn't work. Like it's just BS, right? It's crap. And then there's other people I'm sure like you, and their stuff works, but people are too scared now because they've tried other stuff and they're scared that it's gonna fail again. But I mean, like I said, you gotta get out there and um but really what I do uh is I try to because I'm still in high school and I try to manage my schoolwork and this, but really once you get this going and once you get out there, it kind of just flows together, right? You don't kind of
Yeah,
have to put too much thought into it. It just flows, and I think that's what most people don't realize yet is that once you get it started, once you get it going, it'll just start kind of flowing together, and all the pieces will come together, and it'll be a lot more easier once you just kind of throw yourself out there. And I don't know if I really answered your question or not, but
no, you did. No, you're doing great. And guys, just to let you know, Thomas is 15. He is a sophomore in high school, and he has started his own marketing firm. And I'm a coach myself, and there's so many people that live in self doubt and negativity, where they say I can't, that's impossible, it's never going to happen. but if you fill your mind with those things, how are you ever going to succeed? So what inspires you? You know, I mean, do you listen to podcasts? Who do you look up to? You know, who are those figures? Who are those people that really inspire you to continue down this path of entrepreneurship?
What really inspires me is the idea that one day I'll be able to work for myself almost. I mean, there's figures that inspire me, like my dad, and I don't know if you know Russell Brunson, creator of
Of course.
ClickFunnels. You know, I was one of the first people to kind of do his training and go through his stuff and do all his website software and all that, and so that was pretty cool. You know, I've learned a bunch from Jason Hornung. He has a very profitable marketing agency, and I mean, just a couple people here and there. I try to stay away from they're super expensive packages and stuff because I've done them. They work, but it doesn't teach you, you know, kind of the inside and outs. It just gives you the basic and says, do it yourself. And I know, like for myself, I had a bunch of self-doubt and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. You know, I'm 15. You know, everybody else here is like 30, 40. And, you know, I don't think people believe that, you know, I have the skills to actually do this and do it well. And then one morning I was just like, you know what? Let's just give it a try. I'm just gonna put myself out there. If I don't do well, then it's whatever. I'll learn from it, right?
So how long have you, like, you know, how old were you when you started doing the ClickFunnels and all of those marketing things for your dad? Because that's obviously where the entrepreneurial journey started. It's not, you didn't start your own incorporated business now, but how young were you when you actually started helping your dad in that entrepreneurial aspect of his business?
So I was probably around 11 or 12 actually,
Wow.
um, and yeah, I've just been doing it ever since. Here and there, you know, I took a break once, just to see if that was really my calling. Um, you know, I tried different other things, and I eventually came back to this. I said, you know, this is what I want to do. I see great potential in this, and in myself, and in this business, and so I've just kind of stuck with it since then.
So what what message can you leave for, you know, because there's a lot of network marketers, entrepreneurs that I'm connected to, and you know, people that, you know, busy moms, busy dads. Obviously you were helping your busy dad. What piece of advice could you give them uh, about really achieving an entrepreneurship, and how important having a positive mindset is? What, you know, what keeps you going, and what advice can you give them?
Well, my advice is, you know, like I've been saying this whole time, just throw yourself out there. If you do bad work for someone, hey, I mean, you're learning from it. I mean, you know, what I do is I offer free trials for my clients, actually, and that, you know, it gives them a way to see my work and it gives me a way to see if my stuff will work for their niche. And if it doesn't work, we go our separate ways. You know, we tried. If I got a couple results, then there's that. But I mean, it doesn't work for everyone. Most of the time it will. But in the beginning, you have to put a lot of time into it, or not really a lot, but you're gonna have to be persistent with it, and you're gonna have to stay motivated. And you know, every night I just remind myself that you know I'm doing this for like the greater good, and that in the future this will all pay off because you know I'll have so much more experience and skills and knowledge than most people today. And you know, just keep pushing at it. You know, you'll have your days that you're down and that you don't want to do it, and you think, oh, I can't do this anymore, you know, I'm no good at this, but just keep pushing, keep learning. You know, I for sure, you know, I was on his live the other day and I was asking all these questions, and you know, I'm still asking people questions. I'm still trying to learn. You know, I try and learn something new every day. And you know, I don't care if you're just starting. I'll still have questions for you because you may know something that I don't yet, or I may know something that you guys don't yet. I mean, the experience, everybody's kind of on the same levels. Some people know more than others in a certain part, and some people know more than others in a different part, and you just trying to connect them all together. And so my main things: ask questions, stay motivated, and throw yourself out there, man. You're never gonna know if you're good or not if you don't throw yourself out there.
Yeah, and I always, the saying that I always have is questions always lead to answers. If you don't ask, you will never know.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
before we sign off, tell people a little bit more about your company, you know, how you help people, and the ideal client that you're looking to work with.
So My company is an advertising agency. We specialize in Facebook ads, and we do some ClickFunnels landing pages here and there just because, I love working with ClickFunnels. It's just so much fun to me. So I do it for a couple clients. But basically what I do for my clients is I go in their ad accounts and I'll look over any past ads that they've run. And, I'll be like, okay, we need to change this. We need to do this. I'll give them a plan of action. We'll put that plan of action in place, and I'll actually like hand write some ads for them, and we'll start testing them. We'll start getting them out, and then we find the ones that really work for them, and we go from there. We keep scaling up and up and up. And if we need to change the landing pages, I easily create a whole new one in ClickFunnels. Like I said, I've mentioned it a bunch. It's just I love ClickFunnels so much. I've been there with them since day one. But yeah, I basically do ads, and for other people, the people that they're struggling with ads or they haven't really started ads because they're kind of scared. They think it's like a waste of money, and I work with them and I really prove to them that there's so much potential in Facebook ads. And so that's what I like to do. But yeah, I know you're asking my ideal client, and my ideal client is almost what I like to call a local business. It's kind of a business that provides a service, I'm sorry, like physical therapists, chiropractors, dentists, gyms, all those different types of niches that are providing something to the public that are trying to make their lives easier or better. Because I feel like there's so many of those out there that if you can find, a couple of them and really boost them up, then it'll help them succeed, and then you can move on to the next. So that they're all staying kind of in there, but they're all getting amazing results. And so that's what I like to do. I hope that answered your question. I was kind of going
Did.
back and forth there. All
No,
right,
that was
cool.
awesome. And how can people find you? How can they get in touch with you? Website, social media, what's the best way?
So you can actually, I'm sure you tagged me in this. You can just click my name and shoot me a quick message if you want. That's probably the easiest way. My website is www.stablyinc. That's STABLYINC.com. Facebook and my website or my email, which is stablyinc@gmail.com. All those ways work. I'll get in touch with you eventually, if not right away. And we could just talk from there.
Awesome. So listen, brother, I appreciate you popping on. And for everyone that's watching either live or on the replay, Thomas again is 15 years old, started entrepreneurship when he was around 10 or 11, helping his dad with his physical therapy business. And, obviously he's still in high school and has his own marketing firm now and plans to have it at a full-time income even before he's done high school. So, Thomas, the one piece of advice that I can give you as someone that's been on that beginning side is that the only way that you fail is if you quit. And again, not every day is going to be the best day, but it's always a blessing to have that day. And as long as you drive forward every single day towards what you're looking to achieve, good things will always happen.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I always like to try and do that or incorporate that into my business. The key is the mindset. If you don't have the mindset, everything else is going to be off balance.
Absolutely. So thanks, brother, for joining. And again, for anyone that wants to get in touch with Thomas, I tagged him in this video. The name of his company is in here, obviously, .com if you want to search for him on the web or at Gmail, but definitely shoot him a message. And Thomas, thank you again for all that you do, and continued success and happy holidays.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Happy holidays.
Absolutely, brother. See you next time. Bye, everybody.